Hey y'all, this is Alicia Costanzo, published author of 25 plus books, editor, freelance, formatter, I do all of the things. And today we are going to be doing my Read Like challenge, which has taken me since June last year to get to. So let's hop into book number 1. Hey guys, so I got like an hour and a half almost exactly into Tell Me Lies by Carola Levering, and I can't do it. I know this is for a challenge, but I can't do it. I have to DNF this thing. This is my reading like Kate from Kate's Book Date, and the first 2 books of hers that I read for other challenges that she had suggested, I loved. This one, too much worrying about being a size 2, what my friends think of me, being in sales, and the like toxic culture that is there. I know, like, setting up a bad situation to get you into a better situation, but then we flash back to her as a 14-year-old liking a 23-year-old who's like, no, you're too young, then had his hand up her shirt, and I'm just like, I can't do this. I don't care about the characters either point of view, because the other point of view is like, I don't want to be with her, but I'm gonna be with her because it's easy. Manipulative kind of bullshit. I don't like the characters. I don't like the situation. I don't like the way they talk or any of that stuff. So I'm not gonna do this to myself. I'm sorry, I'm not. I have 5 other books that I can read from her list that I'm going to go read and hopefully like. So the point of this is to help me figure out things that I like that are outside of my comfort zone, and I just can't do it. So I'm gonna return Tell Me Lies disappointedly with a DNF. And yeah, on to book 2. So, I was really bad about vlogging this one again. I just finished reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, and the first bit of it was intriguing enough to keep me going, and then come about, 15% of the way into the book, and I was hooked. I wanted to know what was happening. It was intriguing. I don't know if this is because I haven't read like a shit ton of thrillers or anything, but I really enjoyed the way this worked out. I really liked the structure and how we got her log entries, and we got interviews, and we got text messages, and just all these different forms that came together to work out, and a lot of the red herrings that we had throughout the book. I liked the relationships and the characters' internalization. I just really, really liked this book. So like another good recommendation from Kate. It's funny because one of the other ones that I read from her list was The Night Swim, and it was a lot like this one where they were going over a cold case and there was something that was happening currently, and the mix together of all of these elements that worked really, really well. And of course, the figuring out who done it at the end. Interesting, because not something that I thought I'd like, but I've liked 2 of them, again suggested by the same person, although the one was suggested by multiple people. Night Swim was suggested by so many people, but this one, if you get a chance, read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because it was pretty darn good. I loved Pippa. Oh my god, Pippa and Ravi. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so freaking cute. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away, because it's a lot of twists and turns and new evidence all the time. I did have a few people that I really wanted to strangle, but a few people I really wanted it to be and it wasn't, but that's okay. That's like part of it being a mystery thriller. But yeah, definitely a good suggestion. Definitely gonna have to look at more of Kate's suggestions, but 2 out of 3 so far? I'm doing well. 2 out of 3 or is it 3 out of 4? I still think we're at 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Doing well. Alright, I'll try to vlog more next book, whichever one that happens to be when I get there. So, alright, gonna get back to it. Hey guys, so I've been reading City of Girls for my Read Like challenge, Kate's Book Date. I chose City of Girls. It's something I've been wanting to read by Elizabeth Gilbert for a while, and she's still a really, really good writer. It's not really my kind of story in general, but I am appreciating her ability and her craft so much during this. So I hit 55%, and I just hit something that's like seizing me up, and I'm just like, oh shit hit the fan. And at being at 55%, I don't know what's gonna happen. See, I like this feeling, that I don't know what's gonna happen feeling. I really feel like really tense about this book right now, to the point where I'm like, I can't read. I can't. I know somebody's just fucked something up, and now I can't. But I only have 2 days left of this book, like having it in my possession from the library. So I really have to like plow through it. I just can't. Oh my god. Does anybody understand what I mean when I'm just like, I can't? We hit a spot where I feel so utterly uncomfortable purposefully in a good way. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, but the physical reaction is so genuine that I'm like, oh, I can't. I can't. So let me know if you have ever felt that way or understand what I'm talking about when I say that in the comments below, because I need some reassurance right now that I'm not the only one who does this. But right now I can't. I will by the time I go home because this is what I listen to on my drive, but oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go edit because I have work to do, but alright y'all, so I wanted to update you since I didn't really vlog style on my thoughts at the end of City of Girls by Elizabeth Gilbert, I think. Anyways, I fell so in love with this story. Like, I still think about it. I read this in November. It is currently April, and I still think about what happened in this story, and the heartbreak, and the idea of friendship, and how like her family treated her, how men treated her, versus what she ended up being as a woman, and her relationships with all of the females in her life. And then that one soldier who was part of a pivotal, heartbreaking moment for her, which was after I met with you guys last. And, you know, I just couldn't. And the way that developed was so heartbreakingly perfect. It was a good book. It was a really good book. I shouldn't have doubted it was going to be a good book, because when I read Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert way back in my undergrad career, I remember having the same kind of emotions pulled from me from her writing, and she is a master at it. So very well done, very good pick. I'm glad I finally got to read it. Let me look at my notes. Was there anything else I wanted to say? So yeah, it was a bit slow for me to get into, but the characters captured me, especially after the woman from London came in, and I can't remember her name, which drives me crazy because she was a really big, important part of their overall plot and the kind of fucked up shit you do when you're young. It was good. Okay, getting back to the vlog. I've not been doing that great at updating on this book, but The How and the Why, Cynthia Hand, for my Read Like Challenge with Kate's Book Date. And this was compared to Nina LaCour, and I totally, last year, read one of her books that made me cry like crazy, and this book is making me cry like crazy. So, oh my god. I am hoping for some happiness. There was just a happy moment. I feel like there's gonna be some more heartbreaks. I'm only 70% of the way through it right now. So yeah, okay. I was afraid that there was gonna be some friend swapping, ending, relationship type things. And so far so good. So far so good. So far so good. Okay. I'm gonna go to work now because I got called in and I need to write something in the next half hour. Okay, Cynthia Hand with The How and the Why. Fuck you with that ending. Oh my god. I cried so much. I cried so much during this book. And that ending, it's like every... Fuck. Okay. I had a feeling. I really did. Because Sebastian and his family, like, I had a feeling. And I'm so happy that all of the things that I wanted to happen kind of happened. But that ending! Fucking cliffhanger, not cliffhanger. I can't even. Adoption, search for birth mother letters, hearing her story, searching for birth mother, finding birth mother and not meeting birth mother, and then meeting birth mother. Oh my fucking god. Almost losing adopted mom too. Let's not forget about that. Just oh my god. Okay. I can't articulate. So yeah. Fucking A. Okay. So I have started A Quick Bite by Lynsay Sands. I'm actually like 20% of the way through this already, even though I just started it today. It seems like a really easy, simple read. There is a bit of telling in it. It feels like there's head hoppiness. Weird pauses in the audiobook. I don't know how much of that is like the author's fault or the production fault or whatever, but it's reading a little bit oddly right now. I do like the back and forth in their heads though, although not rapid succession, to get both of their like internals. Seems really cool. And a vampire with a phobia of blood. Interesting. I'm gonna keep going and see how this pans out. If by halfway through I'm not interested, I don't know if I will keep going. Because right now I'm kind of on the fence. The only thing keeping this going is the spark that was initially felt. So, yep. Alright. Last book in the read like challenge though, so woot 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 woot. Alright, so I am 54% of the way through this book. I'm kind of half ignoring it, if I'm being honest with you. Planning my own book while I'm listening to this just to catch some interesting things in it. Because parts of it are interesting, but it is a lot of telling. It's like, asked a question, and she wanted to ask a question, so she did. And then she asked it again, and I'm like, what the why? Just have her ask. I don't need to know that she wants to ask the question if she just fucking asks the question. You know? So this is a case of my editor brain really full gear without me even having to see the manuscript or the book, the writing, that I'm just frustrated as shit with how poorly this is written. And it is a lot of it seems like a reason to rehash all of the old myths, which by the way I've done too, I get it. But that's all that it seems to be. Is a rehash of the old shit, her mental shit, and their attraction to each other. And I know other things are going to happen, but the repetitiveness between all of the overbearing family, it's childish. It's amateurish. And maybe it's because I've read a lot of vampire novels that I'm just there's so many better ways to do this, and you chose the cheapest, easiest, flimsiest way of getting the information out. When you buy something really well made and then you buy a cheap piece of shit, that's kind of what's going on here, is I got myself hands on a cheap piece of shit. And I hate saying that because I know someone worked hard on this, but I am so frustrated. What did your editor do? Why did they not catch these things? It frustrates me. It's not good writing. Am I going to keep going? Probably. Because I'm already 54% of the way through it. Why would I not just finish it? I don't know. Me ranting about vampire books. Maybe I should stick with her recommendation, because I've liked all of her other recommendations so far. If I just stick with the non-vampire, not my genre ones, she might pick some other. No, there was another one I didn't like. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna go smoke a bowl. Come back here and do some more outlining and listen to the rest of this damn book, because I still have 3 hours of work left. Okay, yeah, alright. I had to stop 66% of the way in. There was an inconsistency in the plot line. We're saying the last time they had kissed, he was tied up, but he had just fondled her and kissed her in the hallway, and then again in the back of the car. So, really, what the fuck? Man, this is a bad book. I'm not done with this by the end of my shift. I'm done with it. You know what I mean? Well, there you are, guys. I enjoyed 3 out of 5 of the books I read strictly for this challenge. Now, there are 4 other books that she has recommended that I also have really loved, but I used for different challenges and other people have recommended. Come After Dark was a good book, Riley Sager. Night Swim was a good book. The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue was an amazing book. And then Beach Read I've read twice, so fucking awesome. New favorite authors in 2 of those. So, I mean, it was a pretty good challenge. She's, I liked a lot of her suggestions, and I just fit the other ones that didn't fit into other challenges into this video. So, 3 out of 5 doesn't seem that great until you look at the other numbers, because it's only 2 out of, how many is that? 2 out of 8 that I didn't like? I'll take it. Kate. Or I should say, Katie, you did a really good job recommending books to me specifically. So, thank you for that. Do you guys like this kind of shit? Let me know in the comments below. Have you read any of these books? What were your thoughts? Do you have any recommendations for me based off of these things? What are you reading? Let me know the things in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go. I'll see you later. Bye!